back to round 3 of my Kingdom Rush Origins playthrough. We have some upgrade points from last time. So let's do this a bit evenly. We'll get the Crystal Focus to kind of round that out. So we have the 4 for each of the towers. Let's take a look at these. So increased explosion area, mage damage, barrack, rally point increase, and archer range. Let's actually go ahead and get the skilled defenders. Costs a little more, but we get to, and I could do the Thunderbolt with the 3 additional Thunderbolts, but we use defenders so much more frequently that I think at the moment it's a better purchase. And we can reset it as needed. So let's get started for the Waterfalls Trail. The massive enemy force crossing downriver has tried to flank us as we expected, General. We will be able to ambush the gnolls and their beasts in the winding paths between the waterfalls. May the goddesses of Eleni bless us. So in this one we can see, after we get the match started, more of the little Easter eggs that show up in this game. So here's our path. We got to defend the bottom here, and they're going to come from the right and the top, primarily. So, as I said before, I like to kind of keep the back more defended. So I'm going to put archers here, just because they're really good at picking off targets. Oh no! Let's actually restart that. That was my bad. Okay. Move him up. We're going to do Archer, because they're good at finishing off targets is what I was saying. And we're going to get a set of soldiers there to kind of defend. And we're going to get them upgraded to bows. And so let's call these guys in. We can actually move our guy up here to deal with them before they quite get down to us. So then we're going to put more of our kind of area damage guys towards the beginning. See here, you can see he just did his counterattack. He can't do as much. He does fine one-on-one, but he's not as beneficial. So we're going to move him back down so he has the cover of the soldiers to deal with these gnolls. Tip: magical blossoms, when touched, shoot magic missiles that target nearby enemies. Let's see, we got one over here. Oh, and I think there's one up here. And if you saw, I didn't get to him in time, but that dwarf just fell. If you click any of the items that float through this map, they actually interact. So there's that dwarf is going under the bridge now. We saved a dwarf from his doom at the waterfall. Okay, let's get these towers upgraded. This one doesn't come frequently, but there are gems, and it gave us like 20 coins. So on this map, watch for those, because 20 coins, it's not a lot, but it can mean the difference between a new tower or an upgrade. Got the dwarf early that time. I'm pretty sure there is an achievement for saving the dwarves. Alright, so we're dealing with them. Let's get this tower upgraded next. And actually, I'm going to drop an arrow storm on these fighter guys, because I don't want to deal with that many at a time. Dropped in reinforcements. Do we need... What are we doing? I think we're doing okay. Save the dwarf. There we go. So tip, magic resistance. So yeah, so he has magic resistance, so he has a blue shield, takes less damage from mages. It's all good. The hyena, fast and craven beasts, bred by gnolls to run past enemy lines. So they're fast to begin with, and they sprint through blocks, and they have a little bit of magic resistance, so you need to deal with them with like archers. So let's just throw an archer guy in here, start doing some damage. They're gonna just sprint right past my blockade. So here's where you have to be careful because, like I said, they're specifically designed to break your soldiers. If your soldiers are in a spot to pin down enemies close to towers, these hyenas are going to sprint right past that block, and they're going to get past the chunk that you are trying to deal the most damage at. So you gotta be careful, man. They're tricky. Let's get a boulder over here. Start doing some area damage and just take them out before they can even get too close. We gotta make sure we save the dwarves. I think there's an achievement for it. I don't think you actually really gain anything from saving them. But that would be a reference to the Hobbit book and movie, I suppose, where the dwarves and Bilbo are riding down the river in barrels from the Elven Kingdom. If you haven't read The Hobbit, I highly recommend it as a book. It is very good. I actually was able to... It's a lot easier to read than the Lord of the Rings books, because he just has so much stuff in those books. And we have some bunnies over here. We can make them dig into the ground. Alright, so let's see. Next I think we're gonna want to get this guy to level 3. And then I want to get a stone circle over here. And we're dealing with the hyenas alright, as they're coming through. Release some magic flowers on them. And we're almost at 160. And okay, so we have our level 3 Sentinel Arbor. 3 guys shooting arrows. And their damage is slightly increased. And our hero is about to level up. These hyenas don't have a lot of health, which is nice. They only have 40, so you just gotta hit them, but the trick is to hit them. So if they get past your guys, you're in trouble. And another coin. Let's get another stone circle to help deal with oh boy. Aha! Secret Paths 101. That guy just walked into the waterfall. I'm guessing this guy will too, because he's kind of on the upper edge there. He's gonna come out down here and completely throw off. Yep, you can see him. There he goes. He's going up into the waterfall. Completely throws off the game, right? The devs and the designers for this game were really tricky, and they've thrown in lots of little things like that where you think you know what the path is at the beginning, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, but there's this other thing that I didn't know about, and it just, if you don't see it to begin with, it'll just throw off your defenses, and you're really caught off guard. Let's kill some guys. Looks like here is our first flying enemy, born of twisted magic. These flying beasts are often seen carrying gnolls into battle. So they're flying, they're fast, and they can carry gnolls occasionally. And they are Parathon. They look like flying wolves. And so a regular soldier wouldn't be able to deal with them, except our guys have bows, so they can. But your stone circle is not going to be able to deal damage to flying enemies. So you have to be careful. And we're going to drop a lightning bolt right there, because that's getting a little bit crazy. Let's go, we got this. Take them out. On the bright side, they are decently weak, so they take a lot of damage from like archers and stuff, and they don't take a lot to kill, but they just get past everybody. You know, you can't block them with with soldiers, I mean, the soldiers currently can shoot at them, but they can't block them. So that becomes a bit of a hassle. Let's put down, well, let's upgrade this archer tower to help deal with those flying guys. We survived. We did not take a single hit of damage during that wave. Upgrade him to a level 3. And how are we doing down here? Doing good. We're on wave 7. Archer up here is doing a pretty good job at actually dealing with those hyenas before they can even get down here. So I think we're going to want to upgrade the kind of the towers that we have right now. What do we got coming next? I'm going to upgrade this guy over here next because we really, this right side, we really don't have a whole lot defending it. You know, we've got an archer tower here. We've got an extra archer tower down here in that stone circle. This guy's just kind of on his own over here, so we're gonna give him a bit of an upgrade so that we're not dealing with massive amounts of enemies coming through, and hopefully he can just kind of weed them out a little bit. Let's get that going. And our hero leveled up, so we're going to have points on our next episode to spend. And things are getting a little bit crazy, so I'm going to drop in some reinforcements and an arrow storm. And probably a lightning bolt here. We just wait a second. Right there. Okay. And let's call those guys in early. We'll upgrade this stone circle. Because they're only coming from the top right now. Although it looks like a lot of them are running into the waterfall. But yeah, as you can see, this archer just picking these guys off pretty well. And here come the gnolls. Taking like 50% damage when the boulder lands on them. We actually probably want to put a mage in here to deal with these heavily armored guys. We haven't really touched on the mages yet so far, because everything's been pretty light in armor. So mages they'll do their full amount of damage to physically armored guys. Just bypasses it altogether. And I just called in early a new wave, which actually I probably should have checked. I did not see that there was guys up there. It's my bad. These guys are kind of neat. They shoot out two missiles that kind of either hit the same target or hit different targets occasionally. So it's just a different attack style, really. And let's get this run upgraded in a second. Once we get that 50, that 20. And I think these guys can handle it down here. This is the amount of damage. Just like one shot with those rocks. And then we'll get this stone circle upgraded. Once we get to our 320 again. And let's magic missile them. There are a lot of guys coming up here. On the bright side, they're all coming down this way, so they're gonna have to deal with this stone circle. This guy's not in the best position to deal with the waterfall. This guy's got a much longer attack range. The other thing that kind of throws you off with this is if they go into the waterfall and you don't see them, you might call a new wave because you don't see anybody, and then all of a sudden these guys are coming out of the waterfall because you forgot about them or you didn't see them. And we're doing good. I just called an arrow storm on them. Let's put in a stone circle up here to kind of try and weed these guys out. And I suppose maybe a barracks over here would be really good. And we're doing okay down here. Let's get these guys moved right in between those towers. Oh, and then we won. Perfect. Victory, 3 stars, 123 gems. We will go over the gems next time. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please let me know in the section below. And just thanks for watching, guys.